Yeah, I think it would be the chapter on courage and vulnerability in the book.
Courage and vulnerability.
Courage and vulnerability. Vulnerability is an interesting concept. I think in business, we get programmed to believe that being vulnerable is being weak. And in relationships, being vulnerable is where the magic actually happens. We at SkyeTeam love Brene Brown, and Brene Brown, this is her cornerstone, shame and vulnerability. And in that chapter, I tell a story about me. I'm an anxiety and depression person. And during my time at SkyeTeam, I had one of those proverbial rock bottom moments, and I had to tell my colleagues what was going on. I had to tell Morag and Ruby what was going on, and I was terrified to do so because I thought they're never going to trust me again. I'm not going to get any client work by myself. Like it's going to be terrible. I had to let my wall entirely down and be completely vulnerable in a way that I had never done professionally, rarely done personally. But I knew I had to do it. And so I did. And they just hugged me and helped me. And they didn't take anything away or fire me. And it actually solidified our relationships in a different way. But it is against a lot of our hardwiring to be that open and that vulnerable because there's a lot of risk. What are they going to think? How are they going to treat me? What are the stories they're going to write? And I was just at that point in my journey where it didn't matter. They needed to know what was going on here. And because it was starting to impact my work, right? It was showing up in how I came to work every day because, you know, we flirt with the fallacy that there's this work life and there's this home life. There's not. There's just life.
Yeah.
It's just one life, right?
Just one life, yeah.
That's it. And I you know, I got to be honest with you, that moment was a pivotal moment in my life, generally speaking, but in my relationships at work, the relationships that I had invested in over the past few years with Morag and Ruby, they became different in that moment for the better.